Hello YouTubers, I hope you enjoyed by the show today. It is YCS Pittsburgh Dusseldorf 2023. Yes, this was the first YCS post-ban list. And they planned this ban list a very good timing, didn't they? They planned it just a week before the YCS so people can get their stuff ready. Yep, and this YCS was pretty good actually. It was a good event overall. It was quite diverse, as you can see later on. There is some notable changes. Yes, there are some notable changes. Day one was, so this is how many people were day one. I'll say about 1,500 people went to the YCS event for the first YCS post-ban list, which is good. So, and day one was 11% Unchained Soul, so Unchained, yep. 10% was Purely, yep. 9% was Tier, 7 was Thunderies, yep. 6 was Lathrend, 5 was Browning, 52 others. So that 52 others could be anything, because earlier in one of the streams there was Blackwind, which is quite cool, and then there was Rika. By the way, Rika won the whole event, so that's quite interesting. And who came second? Vanquish Soul. So you can see there's some differences of decks who want to do very well. Now, obviously now there's a lot more graveyard base, as look as that. There's not many bandits. There's only one bandit for deck now, and it's Thunderies. Yep. Unchained's the new deck in the format at the moment, so which I find quite interesting. I think it's a very good, very powerful deck. It can go in first, fine going second. It can play 1.5 card combos or 1 card combos. You can do that sort of thing. Purely there's not enough monsters. I think they're still kind of running on that sort of theory when they need to run. I think they need to run more monsters. Tier. Because there's no Rise Hard, it's a lot better now, but still there's still new things to come the next set. So, Thunder, nothing changed. Nothing changed for Lathrend too. And Brandy stays pretty much. It depends what version of Brandy you're playing now, because there's also the Chimera version, so it depends. Yeah. And the top 64 was 16 Tier. Yep. 14 Unchained. 13 Dragon Link. 8 for Branded. 8 Thunder. 5 for Navian, and then 36 others. They're still very balanced, and everything's about 20%, so it's actually quite balanced. There's no massive big decks. You will notice there's not so much. There's no Punk. There's no Chaos, obviously, because the balance. There's no Sprite, so no Salad, so. Obviously, those sort of decks don't know what they're going to have to play yet. I mean, there was one guy who was playing Sprite, went 12 rounds, nearly got to the top 64, but just missed out. So maybe that might give you an indicator what's going to happen. Salad and Sky Strikers, they don't know the format enough yet, so they will kind of have to wait and see what to put in for hand trap wise and stuff, which is going to be interesting to say at least. So, and you can see the decks that won it were very unknown. There was only a few of them left, though, yeah, which is cool. And then this is the top 8, and the top 8, right? There was still a couple of tiers. There was still there was one Vanquish Soul player. There was an Unchained somehow in there. There was a Dragon Link. Well, there was not Dragon Link, just missed out. Sun Avalon, Vanquish. Yeah. There were a few other decks too. Some branded and stuff, so it's what you kind of want to expect. There was Purely didn't do very well. I think it's because it's very vulnerable still now. So it's still trying to work out the format, so that's kind of what's happened to that one. Well, it's quite an interesting sort of event, really. after the first YCS. After the first YCS. And what was strange about this event was the matches that there was no like round 7 or round 32. It just went like top 10. It went round 1, round 2, and all the usual. But then someone went round 6, then skipped round 7, then went to round 8 and round 9. So someone missed that one, which is interesting. Then it's still done the usual rounds, but then we've done top 64. Then when I got home, it was top 8 already, and then top 4. So then when I got back to my house, it was the final race. So there was some matches weren't being missed, but that doesn't really matter so much. Maybe it is the first event after the Boundless, so things are going to look a bit messy. Yeah, that's why. Some things are like. And the winner was this guy here. Yes, he was playing Saint Avalon Rika. Yes, this deck won the YCS once again. Yes, everyone does not expect this deck to do well, and it does. Because no one knows how to play against, and none of us got hit in the Boundless. So avoid the Boundless qual. There was 2 tier lists. They look quite similar to each other, but there are some quite cool, quite unique builds. Some of them are playing Shadows, like this one over here. One's playing some of the bestial stuff. A little danger package, which is quite cool. And you can see the Vanquish Soul one, which is looking quite standard. It's playing a little cash engine. You got the Dragon Link in the corner. Dragon Link's basically playing 10 Abyssials. Yep. And this one's playing 2 Staples, 2 Horonic Seals. And he's playing Lounge here, which is quite interesting, even though there's not many Vanish decks. So maybe he's going for the mirror match, but I'm not sure. And then we got the Branded Chimera deck. Yes, Branded Chimera, the new Illusionist. Ooh, yes, the new Illusionist deck. He's doing well already. Yes, because a lot of people... It's a much better version of Brandon because you're not relying on that stupid XC that's not give it public monster, can't do anything else apart from your deck buffers. Oh, you can't special out apart from XC monsters. Yeah, people are not scared of that so much, but this one's also playing you can only one, which I find a little bit weird because it's a fusion based deck, but it does summon loads and types, which is kind of stuff. Then in the middle there's Sprite, just miss out. But the reason why this deck missed out, I reckon, there's not enough for OTK here. You gotta play this. You gotta have a very specific play with the Ninja card. But I like how he's playing the End of Anubis. That's quite cool, and he's also playing some of the other of the Sprite spells you don't get to see. He's playing the honest kind of one, which is quite cool, but it's looking quite standard. He's also playing Soul Sisters, which is like another card can get rid of stuff, so which is quite cool. Yeah, that's really what happened. Not too much really changed. Now there were a lot of decks, as you can see, were missed out. There was no Purely, there was no Unchained in the top 8. Which is quite weird. I thought Unchained would do quite well this event because they were so hype. It's a shame. And Purely's problem is not enough monsters, I think. Yeah. Mananium didn't make it. I think Mananium needs to wait for the new support, because they're going to get a new synchro, which fixes a lot of issues with the deck at the moment. It fixes the issue of now you could go first in a synchro combo deck, which is quite cool. Hero Age missed out too, but we might have to wait for the Age of Overlords and stuff, which is alright to say the least.